Remember when Firefox was the first thing you'd download on a new computer? Back in the early 2000s, Firefox was the champion of the open web. It was fast, customizable, and fiercely independent. But today, it's just clinging to a few percentage points of the global browser market. So, what happened to Firefox? This is the story of its rise, its decline, and its uncertain yet hopeful future. Our story begins in 2002, within the Mozilla community, a group born from the ashes of Netscape Navigator, one of the web's earliest browsers. Their mission: to build a faster, safer, and open-source browser for everyone, initially named Phoenix, then Firebird. It finally became Firefox in 2004, a name that would soon dominate the web. When Firefox 1.0 launched in November 2004, it was a total game-changer. It introduced features we take for granted today, like tab browsing, extensions and add-ons, a built-in pop-up blocker, and a much cleaner interface than its competitors. By 2008, Firefox had captured over 30% of the market, successfully challenging Microsoft's seemingly untouchable Internet Explorer, a monumental achievement at the time. From 2005 to 2010, Firefox was the web's darling. Developers loved it for its flexible add-ons, which allowed for endless customization. Users adored its speed, privacy features, and reliability. The open-source community rallied behind Mozilla's mission to keep the web free and accessible for all. Firefox wasn't just a browser, it was a movement. It became a powerful symbol of digital independence, offering features years ahead of its time, like built-in phishing protection, password managers, and cutting-edge support for new web standards. But in 2008, everything changed. Google released Chrome, a browser built from the ground up for speed, simplicity, and deep integration with the growing Google ecosystem. At first glance, Chrome seemed minimalist, almost too simple, but under the hood, it was a beast. Optimized for pure speed with its V8 JavaScript engine, individual processes for each tab, and lightning-fast startup times. Users started switching, and they switched fast. By 2012, Chrome had already overtaken Firefox in market share. Within just a few years, Firefox's dominance crumbled, with its market share plummeting from a high of over 30% to less than 10%. Even though Mozilla was working hard to improve Firefox's performance and security, Chrome's tight integration with Google Search, Gmail, YouTube, and the Android operating system gave it an unbeatable advantage. Firefox was no longer the rebel hero. It was the underdog, to fight back. Mozilla launched a massive effort called Firefox Quantum in 2017. It was a complete rebuild of the browser core, designed to be faster, more efficient, and more modern. And it was impressive, but the world had already moved on. Users were now locked into powerful ecosystems: Google, Apple, and Microsoft. Chrome worked seamlessly with your Google account. Microsoft Edge came pre-installed on every Windows PC, and Safari was the undisputed king of the iPhone. Firefox, still proudly open source and independent, found itself frequently overlooked. Mozilla tried to innovate with new experiments, like Firefox Reality for VR, a mobile Firefox OS to compete with Android and iOS, and privacy-focused tools like Firefox Focus. And fortunately, most of these projects failed to gain commercial traction. Despite these setbacks, Firefox solidified its reputation as the browser of choice for those wary of big tech's overreach, a bastion of freedom and privacy. In recent years, Firefox has doubled down on what it does best: protecting user privacy. It introduced groundbreaking features like enhanced tracking protection to block invisible trackers, and total cookie protection, which isolates cookies to prevent cross-site tracking. They even launched a built-in VPN service. Firefox firmly positioned itself as the browser for people who care about their digital rights. But the reality is harsh. Its global market share has fallen below 3%, and its parent organization, Mozilla, has faced significant financial struggles and painful layoffs. In 2024, Mozilla cut 30% of its staff and shut down some of its advocacy divisions to refocus entirely on its core product, the Firefox browser. Now, in 2025, Firefox stands at a crossroads, widely respected for its principles, but struggling to stay relevant in a world dominated by giants. Despite everything, Firefox is not dead. Far from it, recent updates have made it more lightweight, customizable, and privacy-focused than ever before. New features like AI-assisted search, handy link previews, and a sleek, modern user interface are keeping it fresh and competitive. Developers and a core group of loyal users still support it with immense passion, because for them, Firefox isn't just a browser, it's a statement. It's the belief that the web should belong to everyone, not just a handful of powerful corporations. As new technologies like AI evolve and conversations around privacy and open source become more important, Firefox may find its place once again not as the most popular browser, but perhaps as the most principled one. Firefox may never reclaim its glory days of market dominance, but its legacy is secure. It continues to be a vital reminder to the world that the internet can, and should, be free, fair, and open for all. So, the next time you open your browser, remember that the history of the web isn't just written by the biggest players, it's written by those who fight to keep it alive. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing for more stories about the technology that shapes our world.